Thank you so much, Freddie, for all of these precious insights. Thank you very much for being with us today. We're back here in the Grand Studio RTL in Paris to dive into measurement now. And for this, I've been joined by Cyril Joseph, media consultant at Médiamétrie, which is the official media measurement institute in France. Nice to have you with us. And Aurélie Brunet de Coursou, marketing director, not easy to say, RTL Ad Alliance. Thank you very much for being with us, Aurélie. To rebound on what Freddie from HP was just saying, can you tell us what MMM actually means?
Yes, it's a good question. So MMM stands for Marketing Mix Modeling. Well, basically it's a statistical analysis. You put all your variables, like can be weather, temperatures, promotional activity on store, of course, your media activity, and you see how they impact your performance KPIs, your sales, right? So for big established companies, because it's quite expensive, not all
It's not for everybody then, right?
Exactly. But for them, it's a way to have all the media touch points on the same measurement, right? I think what is important for us today is that the MMM differ, of course, from an advertiser to another. Whereas what we are trying to achieve with the audience measurement is to have a common language.
Okay, so speaking of common language, that's what you are doing, Cyril. Can you explain maybe, first of all, the role of Médiamétrie?
Yeah, first, just want to say that I'm very glad to be here with you for this TVKF fact. So, in France, just a word about Médiamétrie, our core positioning is audience measurement as Barb in the UK, Nielsen in the US, Auditel in Italy or EGF in Germany, for example. Médiamétrie exists on the French market to guide and enlighten media and advertisers professionals, both sell side and buy side, who want to get a full picture of campaigns' audience performance. So, as a trusted third party, our mission is to provide, alongside businesses' KPIs, audience campaigns reports, which are one piece of the full funnel performance puzzle MMM wants to put together, and Aurélie was just talking about before.
Okay, so I understand, I get it. I get the role of Médiamétrie, and maybe can you explain to us, Aurélie, what you are expecting from Cyril?
So Cyril, my advice to you. So I think the challenges are very well known to everyone. Mm-hmm. They've been here for years, they're nothing new. What has happened, and you can see in the nice slide now on screen, is that of course there is a fragmentation of the viewing, a multiplication of the channels and the platforms that is really hard to capture. So in a nutshell, the challenges are to be able to measure the audience on all devices, not just a TV set, on all platforms, not just linear TV broadcast, and also at any moment, because it's not just live anymore. You can preview some programs, for example, on the broadcast VOD platforms.
Great slide, by the way. Really puts things into perspective when we see it like that, doesn't it? So, Cyril, what's your response to this complexity?
Yeah, and for sure, the major challenge for the industry and also for the measurement is to unify this total video ecosystem and get a holistic view with the duplicated cross-video campaign reports across linear, non-linear and digital inventories. So that's why, to answer these expectations, our approach is based on a triptych common to several measurement institutes, which are panels, technologies and datas. This triptych must be adapted if we measure content platforms or advertising.
Okay, so can you tell us which differences you've observed maybe between content and advertising measurement, and how important I guess collaboration is to really get it right?
Yeah, right. And I just want to say also that what we want to measure is a total video, fair, comparable and in a progressive way also, both for editorial and advertising purposes, measuring campaigns, but also measuring content platforms. These two dimensions calls for measurement methods and tools which are quite different. If we do not need players' cooperation on the editorial side, it is not the case for the advertising measurement. So on the editorial side, we've signed up a partnership with Nielsen to deploy two major passive technologies. Streaming meter, which is a router meter which tracks and measures all IP viewing across the home Wi-Fi networks and on all devices, and fingerprinting, which is a direct soundtrack recognition technologies like Shazam, for example.
Okay.
And by using these two passive data collection techniques on our panels, we will be able to deliver ratings without services corporations and avoid also self-measurements we are fighting against.
Okay, so that's for the editorial part. And for the advertising?
For the advertising part, spoiler alert, but these techniques are not fit for the advertising measurement. So due to technical limitations, detection time, volume issues, campaigns granularity, and also something which is quite important, ad serving strategies, which are unknown in advance, and that's why we need also to the active participations of all the players involved, and this will require that platforms watermark each of their ads and share also ad servers' impressions. So total video ads measurement is a participation game that could not sidestep players' involvement.
Okay, but from what I understand, cooperation, is a little bit more complicated on the advertising side. Why is that? Do people not speak the same language, maybe?
Yes, I think it's important to be very concrete on what do we mean by the players don't speak the same language, right? That's what we hear a lot. And actually, it all comes down to the fact that an ad impression, digital ad impression, is not equal to a TV contact.
Okay.
That is, of course, what you get with a linear TV. Not to get too technical, but just to illustrate the difference between the two. So, for instance, a TV contact includes a co-viewing. In the panels of Médiamétrie, the panelists, they would declare when they have guests watching the content with them, right? So you have this co-viewing indicator that you don't have on an ad impression. You know that your ad on TV is full screen, sound on. For online ad impressions, it's very different. There are some MRC standards that are trying to get them closer to the TV contact, let's say in a certain way, where the ads have to be viewable. What they mean by that, it has to be 100% on screen for at least 2 seconds. And also they have to be weighted on duration as for television. The problem is that they are not really followed currently.
Okay. So I understand there's some interesting collaboration that's going on in France at the moment. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Yeah, indeed, for over 2 years now, we've set up a steering committee which brought together a range of stakeholders from both sell side and buy side to discuss about cross-media and total video ads measurement issues. So actually, we're working very closely and very constructively with broadcasters for a long time now, but we are also having discussions with major streaming and video platforms, and trials have been launched also for now several weeks to integrate them to our TV plus CTV campaign measurement. So our current state of discussion plus the integration also of on the UK and US measurement currency are positive signals which outline that we are moving with them to the right direction.
Okay, so things are moving in the right direction. Lots of things are moving for you, actually.
Yeah,
in 2024, you have an exciting roadmap coming up. Can you maybe roll out a few things that are going on for you in 2024?
Yeah, for sure. 2024 will be a very busy year also for us, and will be a pivotal year also for measurement. From Q4 this year to the end of 2025, we've planned new release each quarter, carrying out several enhancements, starting with the strengthening of our TV audience measurement currency. So on January 2024, we've planned to extend the scope of the French TV currency to all screens and to all households, including those without TV set. By mid-2024, we've planned also to integrate pre-broadcast viewing in programs' reference audience.
Okay, so that's for television, and now we're looking at total video, maybe?
Yeah, for total video, the key milestone will be on Q3 2024. We've planned to launch first reference results for main VOD services, both at platform and content level. At platform level, measurement will track consumption through the home Wi-Fi network on all devices, and later, mid-2025, on all locations for participating platforms. So our goal is to provide, at the beginning, monthly viewing time, average age, profile, reach on the main streaming and video sharing platforms. So all published by players by average day and month and on targets. And in 2025,
yeah.
next enhancements are already scheduled, more KPIs, more targets, more granularity, and also, quite important, the ability also to compare more directly on an unequal basis TV and video native universe. And just to finish at content level, we've planned also to provide ratings on Netflix, Prime, and Disney+, and on the scope, which is TV screen at home. And our goal is to provide top rankings with average audience and reach on a weekly basis.
Okay, moving on to the advertising side now.
Yeah, we are working also on new total video ads measurement with a key milestone in the first half of 2024. We will launch a full industrialized TV plus CTV measurement campaign, including linear and non-linear contacts on broadcasters' inventory. And few months later, our ambition is to open this industrialized TV plus CTV campaign to all video players who are willing to participate. In 2025, our goal is to expand gradually the scope to all video and digital players on a 4-screen basis, and in order to provide the market TV plus online campaigns.
You already have such solutions in place, though, don't you?
Yes, in fact, we are reportings on this scope. Reportings on these scopes are already available. Médiamétrie is providing for several years now a TV plus online measurement, the equivalent of total ad ratings for those of you who know this Nielsen well-established solutions. But this is a good starting point, actually, but we should bring major improvements to fit to the requirements set out by the WFA North Star framework. 3 key issues to address for us and for the market. First, viewability completion and weighting by the duration of exposure for digital contacts. Already was just talking about that before. 2, calculation on duplication. And 3, and always-on solutions connecting to planning tools. So many enhancements in the next 2 years on the French market, and quite also exciting discussions to come on our way to the total video holy grail.
Wonderful. Thanks very much for that. We're getting a great idea of what's happening on the French market. And I believe that France is a leader when it comes to solutions as well. Any other insights from other markets, Cyril?
Yeah, there are a few actually. 2024 is going to be the year of measurement. That's exciting. I know for the audience maybe it doesn't sound very sexy topic, but a lot is going to happen in 2024. When it comes to cross-media measurement, just to name a few, Nielsen won in a few markets, Project Origin from the WFA also coming to life in a few markets next year. I'd just like to say a few words on a randomly selected project, not so randomly because RTL Group has a solution named B from Realytics. Basically, it allows you on the TV set to measure everything that is happening, linear TV, addressable TV, BVOD, AVOD, and etc. So you can see what is the reach of all those touch points and how it duplicates. And that's what all the advertisers ultimately are asking us, right? So it's a solution that already exists on the French market. It's up and running, and we're very happy that it's going to be deployed very soon in Germany. So yeah, that's, I think, a very good news for the market.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much to both of you for being with us today. Give them a round of applause, please, guys.
Thank
We've
you.
got a great audience here today.